bearing with one another, and forgiving one another. Are you able to forgive people who hurt you? That's the hardest thing. Are we able to forgive? Well, I forgive, but I don't forget. Then you're not forgiving. I got enough sense to forgive you, but I got enough sense not to let you do it to me again. Forgiving one another. You know, not all the time. It's good to tell people you're sorry. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But some people make it so hard to apologize. Because not only have people did us wrong, but we've done some people wrong, if we're honest. Anybody know they've done some people wrong? One of the hardest things is to tell people, I'm sorry. Can you forgive me? Now, they might say yes, but the question is, can you forgive yourself? Because the devil has a way of making you feel guilty about something a person has already forgiven you about. They've already forgiven you for that, but it's still in your mind. Can you forgive yourself? That's what you ought to make up in your mind today. I need to learn to forgive myself. I need to learn to trust in God with this thing. If anyone has a complaint against another, even as Christ forgave you, so you also must do. It didn't say you might do. It say you must do. Clothing ourselves with this new nature affects how we treat others. Paul called the believers to make allowances for each other's faults. To forgive implies continual mutual forgiveness of the problem, irritation, and grievance that occur in the congregation. Can we learn to forgive one another in here? Y'all are family. Everybody in here is pretty much family. You have a bloodline. But there is a stronger bloodline than your actual bloodline. And that is your spiritual bloodline, because we're all connected to Jesus Christ. For the blood he has shed for us. And if we are family of God, we are God's elect, we have to learn to forgive one another. How do we forgive one another? I want to remember how much the Lord forgave us. See, don't get so saved that you forget the stuff you didn't do. Amen, Mama said. See, the reason cuz get on my nerves because he's always bringing up the stuff I used to do. And I don't need you to bring up the stuff I used to do, because the devil does that enough for me. Come on, talk to me here, y'all. Every now and then, don't you remember the crazy stuff you did? And just shake your head, I can't believe it. Number two, realize the presumption in refusing to forgive someone God has already forgiven. If God has forgiven them, why can't we? If God has forgiven them, why can't we? And especially if we want God to forgive us. Mark 11:25-26, and whenever you stand praying, if you have anything against anyone, forgive him, that your Father in heaven may also forgive you your trespasses. 26 says, but if you do not forgive, neither will your Father in heaven forgive your trespasses. Tell your neighbor, it's up to you. I want God to forgive me. And no matter how a person has hurt me, Lord, I got to let it go. Sometimes we carry too much baggage with us, don't we? What baggage are you carrying around? Sometimes we carry animosity, sometimes we carry hate, we carry jealousy, we carry envy. We got to drop some of this stuff off. Where I work, people come with trailers full of garbage. And they drop it off. Now, I ain't gonna lie, sometimes there's some good stuff. Sometimes people, because we're over there in Boulder, so people will get deployed somewhere else, and they got to hurry up and move, so sometimes they just throw away some good stuff. But most of it is garbage. We have to recognize what to keep and what to throw away. First lady don't want me cleaning up. Because you know what, Brother Deacon? I throw away everything. If it's out there, you like me, whatever, we throw it away. Well, did you put it out? You say on the table, well, it's on the table, and then you put it up somewhere. I don't take the time to look. Sometimes we can throw away the wrong things, my friend. Because, I'm gonna make this simple and we're getting out of here. Because Deacon Stokes, can I use you for a minute? Because Deacon Stokes don't care for me. All right. But he's friends with Deacon Scott. My problem would be, since he don't like me, I don't like you for hanging with him. What y'all know about that right there?
That's real, Pastor. That's real.
What y'all know about that right there, huh?
That's real.
Ain't it real?
That's real.
So you didn't throw two people away because of one not liking you. When the issue is, even though he don't like me, it's my job to love him anyway. See, I can't let my feelings to get ahead of the love of God. Ooh. Am I preaching yet, y'all? So my objective, my goal is to, when I see Deacon Scott hanging with Deacon Stokes, not to, I ain't talking to now one of them, but to go over to Deacon Scott, hey man, what's up, how you doing? Everything good? All right. Deacon Scott, how you, Deacon Stokes, how you doing, sir? You don't know yet, you know, he's there. See, you kill them with kindness, they don't know what to say. Love your enemy. And he might not stay your enemy for long. My mama told me this, kill him with kindness. We gotta learn to run folk around the church who won't talk to us. Just text me. How you doing? They keep going, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? See, because there's something greater than our emotions. Let me say it again. There's something greater than our emotions. Some of us are very emotional. Some of us are very high-wired. I'm very high-strung. It doesn't take much to get me to cry. It don't take much to get me to shout. It don't take much to get me angry. Some of y'all are just like me. It's not what you say, but how you say it. And if you come to me wrong,
oh yeah. I'm sorry. The issue is that, but you always have to keep the love of God in front of you. Because if the love of God is in front of you, you can't see it. You can't see nothing but that. Tell your neighbor, keep the love of God in front of you. I have a